Hello, my name is Penelope, and I'm a Human Factors and Usability Engineer. And I often have to refer to the FDA guidance for applying human factors and usability engineering to medical devices. And sometimes I like to listen to YouTube videos when I'm doing something else around the house. So I decided I'd make myself some of these videos to just, listen to the information just to kind of solidify it, get it more familiar with it. I'm kind of new into the field. I graduated my master's in February, technically. So I'm still kind of new, but anyway, so here goes. This is from 2016. It is the FDA's guidance for the official title, Applying Human Factors and Usability Engineering to Medical Devices, Guidance for Industry and Food and Drug Administration Staff. This document is issued on February 3rd, 2016. And as of April 3rd, 2016, this document supersedes Medical Device Use Safety, Incorporating Human Factors Engineering into Risk Management, issued in July 18th of 2000. All right, so I'm not going to read the preface. I'm just going to go into, I guess I'll start with the introduction. There's like a little box before the introduction, so I'll read that. This guidance represents the Food and Drug Administration's current thinking on this topic. It does not create or confer any rights for or on any person and does not operate to bind FDA or the public. You can use an alternative approach if the approach satisfies the requirements of the applicable statutes and regulations. If you want to discuss an alternative approach, contact the FDA staff responsible for implementing this guidance. If you cannot identify the appropriate FDA staff, call the appropriate number listed on the title page of this guidance. All right, so that's kind of a disclaimer that, this is just guidance. Introduction. FDA has developed this guidance document to assist industry in following appropriate human factors and usability engineering processes to maximize the likelihood that new medical devices will be safe and effective for the intended users, uses, and use environments. The recommendations in this guidance document are intended to support manufacturers in improving the design of devices to minimize potential use errors and resulting harm. The FDA believes that these recommendations will enable manufacturers to assess and reduce risk associated with medical device use. FDA's guidance documents, including this one, do not establish legal enforceable responsibilities. Instead, guidance documents describe the agency's current thinking on a topic and should be viewed only as recommendations unless specific regulatory or statutory requirements are cited. The use of the word should in agency guidance documents means that something is suggested or recommended but not required. Scope. This guidance recommends that manufacturers follow human factors or usability engineering processes during the development of new medical devices, focusing specifically on the user interface, where the user interface includes all points of interaction between the product and the user, including elements such as displays, controls, packaging, product labels, instructions for use, etc. While following these processes can be beneficial for optimizing user interfaces in other respects, example, maximizing ease of use, efficiency, and user satisfaction, FDA is primarily concerned that devices are safe and effective for the intended users, uses, and use environments. The goal is to ensure that the device user interface has been designed such that use errors that occur during use of the device that could cause harm or degrade medical treatment are either eliminated or reduced to the extent possible. As part of their design controls, manufacturers conduct a risk analysis that includes the risk associated with the device use and the measures implemented to reduce those risks. ANSI, AME, ISO 14971, medical devices, application of risk management to medical devices. That's like a document. Defines risk as the combination of this is important, defines risk as the combination of the probability of occurrence of harm and the severity of potential harm. However, because probability is very difficult to determine for use errors, and in fact many use errors cannot be anticipated until device use is simulated and observed, the severity of the potential harm is more meaningful for determining the need to eliminate, design out, or reduce resulting harm. If the results of risk analysis indicate that use errors could cause serious harm to the patient or the device user, then the manufacturer should apply appropriate human factors or usability engineering processes according to this guidance document. This is also the case if the manufacturer is modifying a marketed device to correct design deficiencies associated with, particularly as a corrective and preventative action, CAPA, C-A-P-A. CDRH, not sure what that is, considers human factors testing a valuable component of product development for medical devices. CDRH recommends that manufacturers consider human factors testing for medical devices as a part of a robust design control subsystem. CDRH believes that for those devices where an analysis of risk indicates that users performing tasks incorrectly or failing to perform tasks could result in serious harm, manufacturers should submit human factors data in pre-market submissions, i.e. PMA or 510K. In an effort to make CDRH's pre-market submission expectations clear regarding which device types should include human factors data in pre-market submissions, CDRH is issuing a draft guidance document entitled List of Highest Priority Devices for Human Factors Review, Draft Guidance for Industry and Food and Drug Administration Staff. When final, this document will represent the agency's current thinking of the issue. Okay, that's this first video.